Hello and welcome to the Balancing Act Local Edition. I'm Montel Williams. We're bringing you community stories and introducing you to businesses and people who are making a difference. So let's see who's making a difference right here in your neighborhood.
On this episode of The Balancing Act, the perfect RV for any lifestyle, the importance of vector control, providing compassionate care for patients, information on a local credit union, and so much more. Today on The Balancing Act.
Looking for something fun to do? Here's something new to try.
Whether you're a weekend wanderer or embracing the full-time RV lifestyle, there's a world of possibilities waiting for you on the open road.
RVs became more popular than ever. They start coming like house on wheels. Before it was just a basic, just a beddings and small kitchen. Now as you see, they are coming with the full kitchens, full bedrooms, full living rooms, smart TVs, fireplaces, solar systems, so they're more advanced. So you are actually, in reality, you have your house on wheels and you could take it anywhere you want. And all these RVs now, they coming with hotspot, satellite internet, so they could be in any location in the United States, sitting inside the RV, doing their job, doing their homework for the kids, and no need to be in an office, and they don't need to be in the house. And at the same time, they're having good time with family and enjoy the nature.
Family-owned Best RV Center is truly a one-of-a-kind experience. Once you step onto their impressive 40-acre single-lot property, you'll have access to an unparalleled variety of RVs, all in one convenient location.
The quantity of the recreation vehicle we have, the options we provide to the customers, the special low prices, and no hidden fees, and straightforward transaction, easy process, and the good service after the sales make the customer come to Best RV. Majority of our customers, they come to us because they seen this unit and somebody else at a higher cost. They get online, they see our prices, we save them thousands of dollars, we make the motorhome ready for them at no cost. They call us, we validate everything to them, and then they come and purchase it. A lot of people, they determine which Best RV is based their family size, their budget, and their vehicle. A lot of family with kids, they always like to have a bunk model, travel trailers or fifth wheels or motorhome. Older people, they like some unit where they could park it and stay for a longer period of time. So their budget and the family size, as well what they have as a vehicle to pull that recreation vehicle, determine which model they like to have. So all these qualifications, when the customers show up at Best RV Center, help us as well them to direct them to which size and model they like to have. By answering these questions with a sales associate, we can direct them which will fit their need and fit their budget. The majority of misconceptions is the customer, they think they cannot afford it. And in reality, they could afford that RVs. And if you look at it, it's way more value to them when they get a motorhome or RVs and they look at the cost they have to spend for it versus the cost of airline tickets and hotels and car rentals and the limitations when they travel, they will find out the RVs cost way less than that. Whoever thought you're gonna have a big 65-inch screen TV with a fireplace in a travel trailers? Whoever thought you're gonna have a washer and dryers and 4-door refrigerators and a big 4-burner range and an oven and an RV with all LED light? Whoever thought you're gonna have a big outdoor kitchens with multiple power awning? And the nice thing now, you could do auto leveling, where you press one switch and the whole fifth wheel or RVs is doing the dance and level this thing is for you. Where 10 years ago, you're lucky if you have a TV in an RV. 10 years ago, you're lucky if you have a power awning, or you have to go back and forth with a bunch of block of woods to stabilizer, to make it just to park. Now I don't care if I'm down hills, up hills, level, not level, my refrigerator will work. 10 years ago, you can't. So the advance in technology between solars, LEDs, and smart TVs and the gadgets. I mean, I tell them right now, this house is more advanced than the house we live. I could run this RV I'm sitting in on my iPhone or on my iPad. I could run the slide, turn the light, and you look inside, as you see, this RVs is like, it's a house on wheels. Believe me, some of them, they're better than the house we live in it.
Here at Best RV Center, we have a service center and we're a one-stop shop. We have all the equipment needed for all types of RVs, whether towable or motorized, to assist you with the service when you purchase an RV and even after. So we can do full repair work, whether customer pay or warranty work. And also we have a propane and dump station where you can fill up your tanks and dump your tanks on your way to your vacation or after leaving your vacation. Our walkthrough orientation is an essential service that dealers provide, including us. One thing that we provide is that the walkthrough, a technician will go through the RV you purchased, through all the equipment from bumper to bumper, to make sure that all of them are working, but most importantly, that you're knowledgeable on how to use them safely to the needs you want. And we pride ourselves here at Best RV in the quality of the walkthrough we give you, but most of all is that this service, with any RV purchase, whether new or used, is provided free of charge at no cost to the customer.
We make sure the customer he understand everything 100%, to understand, like to use the trailer inside, outside, to hook the trailer, or how to drive the RV. Even we do a test drive with a customer to make sure he's comfortable for his purchase.
So to ensure keeping transparency between us and the customer, we be sure to just charge them the sale price, batteries, propane, sales tax, and license, and that's it. We keep bogus fees, hidden fees away from the customers, and we make that very known to them that other dealers may charge that. We try and be very transparent with what unit they're buying, with floor plans, features on the unit, and just to make it crystal clear to the customer and what they're purchasing and how the process looks like.
By educating their customers on the various options available, Best RV Center empowers buyers to make informed decisions, ensuring they find the perfect RV.
Always, if you're hesitant, come ask us questions. I recommend you is try to rent on an RV at least one trip. See if this is your lifestyle. Also, if you don't want to rent, you could start this journey with a small unit. And then you see, you don't have to jump to the high-end unit and way too expensive. You could start with a low budget of $100, $150 a month on a small travel trailers. See if you like this lifestyle and you like camping. Now, if you like camping, then bring it in back to us. We'll take it on trade and get you to the bigger one. Or you could do a couple years in it, and then when the family grow, you could get to the bigger one. But you have to try it to see if you love it or not. The customer sometimes they hesitate to call us or send us email or communicate to us because they think, oh my God, RV, it's a high-end, it's a luxury, it's beyond my budget, I cannot afford it, I'm not interested. Give us a call us. It's okay, we could answer your questions, we could take you step by step, and you will see it's very affordable. Believe me, buying an RV where you could live in it is still cheaper than buying on a truck, for example, and less monthly payment than a truck. So give it a chance, see if it's in your budget, and then we'll start from there. Give us a chance, call us, communicate to us. We'll be glad to answer any questions, and no sales pressure at Best RV.
For more information on Best RV Center, visit their website, bestrv.com, or you can see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
What's happening in your local community? Let's find out.
Mosquitoes and vector-borne diseases are a real concern for communities everywhere. In Placer County, there's a team working tirelessly to protect public health and safety.
In Placer County, we have about 30 different species of mosquitoes. We have ticks, we have yellow jackets, we have rodents. All of them can be considered vectors, which are organisms that can transmit disease or cause harm to people. Mosquito control is essential to protect public health because vector-borne diseases are the only type of communicable disease that we can prevent before people get sick.
Placer Mosquito and Vector Control District is on the front lines, using science, technology, and community outreach to reduce the threat of mosquitoes and the diseases they carry.
My name is Joel Bittner. I'm the General Manager of the Placer Mosquito and Vector Control District. I lead a talented team of vector control professionals to protect public health and prevent people from getting bitten by mosquitoes. The Placer Mosquito and Vector Control District protects public health, and we've been doing this since 2001. Previous to that, this county was the site of one of the first anti-malarial campaigns in the entire U.S. around the early 1900s. Today, we're still battling mosquitoes. We're detecting diseases, both ones that are here like West Nile, making sure that we're ready for any new challenges that might come up. We take information from the field like mosquito numbers, disease incidents, and use that information to understand the risk of mosquito disease transmission to the public, and then take measures to limit those. Environmental factors like temperature and standing water are critical drivers of mosquito life cycles.
My name is Casey Hubble. I am the lab supervisor here at the Placer Mosquito Vector Control District, and I oversee mosquito monitoring. The primary role of our lab is to set traps, collect mosquitoes, and test those mosquitoes for certain diseases like West Nile virus. This gives us information on how best to mitigate risk within our area. Another role is to explore new technologies to try and reach our mission.
One of the most common myths about mosquitoes and mosquito control is that all mosquitoes are the same. In fact, there are thousands of different species of mosquitoes worldwide. Also, only female mosquitoes bite. To control mosquitoes in Placer County, we use integrated mosquito management approach. This includes removing water where we can to prevent them from breeding. We can use mosquito fish as a biological control to eat the immature mosquitoes. And we can use certain chemical or other biological means to control immature mosquitoes and also adult mosquitoes when there is an imminent threat of disease transmission.
My name is Scott Schoen. I'm one of the operations supervisors, and one of my duties is to oversee the district's drone program. Our overall mission is to reduce mosquito populations using a variety of different tools. Drones is one of those tools that we can use to help us accomplish our mission. We can use drones to help detect and even treat mosquito breeding sites.
The mosquito data that we collect helps guide operations by providing additional information to certain areas of Placer County, whether that's a swimming pool that has mosquitoes breeding in it or catch basins that need extra help. The mosquitoes that we collect gives them that additional information before they go out into the field.
The public plays a very important role in helping to protect themselves and their community from mosquitoes and the diseases they spread.
My name is Megan Lovano. I'm the Public Information Officer at the Placer Mosquito and Vector Control District, and I oversee our outreach program to reach the public throughout the county. We really want our residents to know how to protect themselves from mosquito bites. There's 3 steps we encourage them to follow. The first one is to dump and drain all standing water on their property. Even small amounts of water that might be collecting in some materials you might have in your backyard, get rid of it completely. We also want to encourage them to use mosquito repellent that has ingredients like DEET, picaridin, IR3535, or oil of lemon eucalyptus. Those are EPA registered ingredients that'll best protect them from mosquito bites. We also want to encourage them to reach out to us, their district, their local district, Placer Mosquito, for any questions or concerns they might have about mosquitoes and other vectors throughout the county. Our district has a lot of different ways that we engage with the community. We are out in person throughout the county at events, giving presentations, and meeting with different groups. We also do a lot of digital outreach to our community through social media, emails, and also answering phone calls and emails that we get from the public, or through problem reports that the public submits on our website.
We're able to use drones to provide precise and accurate and effective aerial applications to mosquito breeding sites using EPA-approved larvicides. We're able to make applications directly to standing water. Some of these sites may be too large or hard to access to treat from the ground. We can use drones to treat them from the air by providing a minimal impact on the environment.
Remember, mosquito control starts with you. Eliminate standing water, use repellent, and stay informed.
The most important thing we want residents and anyone watching to take away from this conversation is that mosquito control and prevention is a shared responsibility. We want residents to do everything they can on their part to prevent mosquito bites by using an effective repellent and also dumping and draining standing water or contacting their local district for questions. And our district will do everything on our part to be as effective and efficient as possible in protecting public health in Placer County. The community can help support our district's efforts and outreach efforts by staying in the loop on all things that we're doing throughout the county. You can follow us on social media at Placer Mosquito. You can visit our website, placermosquito.org, and you can also report a problem that you might be experiencing out in your neighborhood. You could do that at placermosquito.org/report. Stay in touch, let us know what's going on in your community, and we're gonna do everything we can to help you.
We're here working hard every day to protect the public from mosquitoes and mosquito-borne diseases. In Placer County, we strive to be efficient and effective and innovative to bring the best services we can to our residents.
To learn more about Placer Mosquito and Vector Control District, visit their website, placermosquito.org, or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Providing the quality care our senior citizens deserve is no small feat, but our next story reveals how to do it right.
Hospice is not just about end-of-life care. It's about comfort, dignity, and support during one of life's most challenging times.
Hospice is a special service designated to those that are facing a terminal illness. Hospice is designed to be in place for 6 months or less, and it can be used for more.
For over 40 years, Hospice of Amador Calaveras, a nonprofit community-based organization, has been providing compassionate care for patients living with a terminal illness.
Hospice of Amador Calaveras is set apart from the other agencies because of our quality of care. We say that it's never too early to call hospice because when that time comes, the more comfortable and confident you'll feel going into this process. If you notice a change in your loved one, have someone come in and assess the situation.
Meeting the physical and emotional needs of patients while providing compassionate support to their loved ones is a top priority.
Hospice is different than other medical care options because we focus on comfort and quality of life. Our hospice team consists of hospice nurses, home health aides, medical social workers, spiritual care coordinators, bereavement coordinators, companionship care, and respite for their caregivers. We provide medications, medical supplies, equipment for comfort or for function. We also take a holistic approach. If somebody has some anxiety, sometimes they might just want someone to sit down and listen to them, and that can help their anxiety, sometimes even more than a medication can.
It's imperative to think about which hospice agency you're going with. There are agencies that go above and beyond. There's a hospice compare website through Medicare so that you can make an educated decision on what agency you want to go with. The biggest difference between nonprofit and for-profit hospices boils down to people versus profits. Our thrift stores are our everyday fundraiser, and it's the easiest way to give back.
I help connect families with our hospice care services by meeting them where they need us. All hospices are required to have volunteer involvement that equates to at least 5% of all total patient care hours provided by paid staff. This ensures that all patients receive quality and compassionate end-of-life care when needed. Our Last Wish program was started when we noticed that patients in end-of-life were wanting a last wish. Our most recent recipient was Janet McCannley. She was a former flight attendant who had a wish to look over her hometown. We were able to coordinate with a volunteer who is a pilot for her to take a flight over Calaveras County. It was a truly magical experience and one that she will never forget.
My experience has been incredible. The kindness and compassion, professionalism of the organization and the people that work there have been amazing. I would encourage anybody to not be afraid of it, to welcome it, knowing that there's somebody there that has my back and want to make this experience as pleasant as possible and to give me the comfort and the joy in my time. remaining. It's changed my life.
We offer 13 months of grief support services after a loved one passes. We have the Grief Busters program, which focuses on our children and anybody who might be going through something, and it's free of cost to the entire community.
At Hospice of Amador Calaveras, the services are designed to help patients and families live each day to its fullest.
My mother, she had cancer and it was stage 4. It was not easy on her because she didn't want strangers in her house, but they became parts of your family, really. I just think the compassion that was shown, my family will, forever will be indebted to what hospice did.
Here at Hospice, we honor our veterans, and by that, we do a memory bear. We have a voice recorder. They can do any message they'd like to their loved one, and then it goes inside a bear, and we give it to the family once your loved one has passed away. We get to give that to them, and it's just such an honor. We also do that for our first responders as well.
Hospice allows us to keep a patient's dignity intact because we take care of them at home. We are that comfort and that blanket to surround them and their families, no matter what the future holds.
To learn more about Hospice of Amador Calaveras, visit the website at hospiceofamador.org or see the segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Looking to make the most of your money? Watch this.
Are you ready to take control of your financial future? Credit unions are quickly gaining in popularity because when you join a credit union, you're not just opening an account. You're becoming part of a financial institution that works for your best interest.
Patelco started in 1936 by a handful of employees from what was then the Pacific Telephone and Telegraph Company, which is now AT&T. They pulled $500 together and they created Patelco to be a credit union to help their fellow employees build better financial futures. Patelco has evolved a lot since our very humble roots. From $500 of assets, we now have over $9.5 billion. From a handful of members, we now have over 500,000. We have a full array of products and services, and we serve the greater Northern California area, not just San Francisco.
Patelco Credit Union has been serving Northern California for 88 years. With 36 locations and counting, their mission is to help strengthen their members' financial lives.
Like a traditional bank, credit unions offer a full array of products and services. But unlike a traditional bank, we're a member-owned financial cooperative that's not for profit. Our members are both our owners and our customers, and we're here to serve and work for them. We are not responsible or beholden to a third party or other investors. Credit unions are federally insured. We have advanced technology for member convenience, and there's a credit union available to serve everyone, everywhere. We act with care, and we act with the highest level of integrity for our members and for each other.
Back in 1996, I was banking with a traditional bank, but Patelco was so conveniently located and all of my coworkers were Patelco members that I thought, I'll take this leap of faith and move my money to Patelco Credit Union. Obviously, best leap of faith I've ever taken, because here we are 29 years later and I'm still a member. When I go into any of the Patelco locations, I'm working with people that also have their money there at Patelco that I can trust, and I know they've got my best interests at mind.
It's easier than you might think to become a member. Opening an account with a credit union is basically the same as with a traditional bank.
Our CEO, Aaron Mendez, personally reads and responds to every email and every letter that we get from our members. That's kind of relationships we want to build with our members. Everything we earn goes back to our members in the form of better rates and lower fees. It's easy to join a credit union. Just drop into a branch or go online. It's my favorite way, and you'll be connected to a real person who will talk to you about switching and saving with Patelco. We're here to help our members with their financial health and well-being. Our certified financial specialists are highly trained to support you on your financial journey. It doesn't matter where you start, we're here to help make your dreams happen. Our members save an average of $1,500 a year versus if they had been at a traditional bank. We typically pay up to 4 times the California average for our savings accounts. Our credit card rates are fantastic. They're probably lower than what you have in your wallet today. And our credit builder accounts really help you build your credit, and we also have ways for you to lower your payments. So whatever your needs are, we're here to help you save by switching to Patelco. We care deeply about our communities. You'll find us in schools. We go to community centers. We go to events, businesses, libraries, any place we can share the message on how to protect yourself and improve your financial well-being.
Anybody that's on the fence about working with a credit union or moving their money to a credit union, have the trust in a company like Patelco and an institution like Patelco, because they are always looking out for you. They are very trustworthy. And for me, what separates Patelco from other financial institutions is the people. Every time I go into Patelco, I have a fantastic experience, and I know that you will too.
We're here to make a difference despite the craziness of everything around us. And I want to let you know that the Patelco team is here to meet you where you're at and help forge forward with you to make your better financial tomorrow.
When you join Patelco, you'll feel the difference between becoming a member versus being a customer. To learn more about Patelco Credit Union, visit patelco.org or see the segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Thanks for joining us on The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.